In this video, we'll start working with one of the most powerful monetization system in Directorist, the pricing plan extension. Before we jump into creating plans, we first need to understand what has changed in this new version, how to properly set it up, and how the full system works behind the scenes. This first part will focus on setup, updates, migration, and payment configuration. So everything is ready before we build pricing plan in the next part. So before we install anything, let's quickly understand what's new in this upgraded pricing plan system. The entire payment system has been completely rebuilt from the ground up for better performance, flexibility, and stability. The pricing plan structure has also been redesigned, making it more flexible and scalable for different business models. Now, expiration dates are calculated based on the plan purchase date rather than the listing creation date, making subscription tracking much more accurate. User can now manage only one active plan at a time, while existing user with multiple plans will continue using the old system without disruption. Plan upgrades and downgrades are now smarter, with proportional price adjustments and dynamic duration recalculated. A trial system has also been introduced for new users, along with a refund system to provide greater flexibility. Finally, a fallback plan system has been added to automatically handle expired or failed subscription. Before activating the pricing plan extension, make sure your system is fully updated. First, update the core Directorist plugin to the latest version. Then check all related extensions directly connected to the pricing plan system. This includes payment gateways such as PayPal, Stripe, and Authorized.net, as well as any other extensions shown in your Directorist dashboard update or installation panel. Make sure everything is installed and updated properly, because the pricing plan system depends on those integrations to work correctly. Once everything is updated, go ahead and install and activate the pricing plan extension. After activation, the system will automatically detect that a new pricing architecture is being used. At this point, the migration process will begin, which is required to properly upgrade existing data or initialize the system for new user. Now let's go through the migration process. There are two possible scenarios here. Method 1, the existing user. If your website already has pricing plans, orders, user packages, demo data, or even imported listing using the Directorist Listing Importer extension, then you will see a message, Directorist pricing plan. All pricing plan data need to be migrated to the new format. All you need to do here is click the Migrate Now button. Directorist will automatically handle the migration process for you, and it will display the message Directorist pricing plan migration completed successfully after the migration is successful. And that's how you complete the full migration process for the new pricing plan extension. In method 2, for new user, if this is your first time using the extension, after activation you will see a notice like this. Directorist notice, there are two directory types needs plan assignment. Assign them now. This simply means you currently have two directory types on this website, and before moving forward, you need to assign a pricing plan to each one. It cannot be left empty. Now click Assign Plans. A pop-up window will appear allowing you to assign each directory to a pricing plan. For this example, I will assign them to the basic plan, set the order status to paid, and then click Assign. And that's it, your migration process is complete. You can always create new plans or edit existing ones later from the pricing plan settings. We'll cover that in part 2 of this video. Now, before you move forward, let's properly configure the payment system. Directorist support multiple payment gateways, including PayPal, Stripe, Authorized.net, and bank transfer, all fully integrated with pricing plan system. Before setting up any payment method, make sure your monetization is enabled and your preferred currency is correctly configured. To do this, go to Directorist, then Settings, then Monetization, then General Settings. First, enable monetization so your website can accept payment from users and generate revenue through listing submissions. Now let's configure each payment gateway one by one. To activate PayPal, open the PayPal settings section. Here enter your live client ID and live secret key. After entering the credential, click Save Changes. Once saved, click Register Live Webhook to enable your PayPal account to securely send payment and subscription events to your website. And that's it. Your PayPal payment system is now active. Next, let's configure Stripe. Enter your live publication key and live secret key. Then click Save Changes. Once the settings are saved, click Register Live Webhook to allow Stripe to send payment-related events to your site. Your Stripe payment gateway is now successfully configured. Now let's move to Authorize.net. To activate it, enter your API login ID, transaction key, and signature key. Then click Save Changes. After saving, click Register Live Webhook to register your website for receiving live transaction and subscription events from Authorize.net. And now your Authorize.net gateway is successfully activated. Finally, let's configure bank transfer. Under the Payment Gateway section, enable bank transfer as needed. Then open the Bank Transfer Settings section, add your bank account details, gateway title, and description. Once saved, user will be able to manually complete payment using bank transfer, just like in the previous version. And that's how you configure all supported payment methods for the pricing plan system. Once those gateways are properly configured, all pricing plan purchase, subscription, and payment workflows will run through them automatically. In this part, we set up everything needed for the pricing plan system, including updates, installation, migration, and payment configuration. Now that the foundation is ready, in the next part, we'll move into the hands-on implementation where we'll create pricing plans, configure features, and build the full user workflow step by step. Welcome to part 2 of the Directorist pricing plan extension. In the previous part, we completed the system setup, migration process, and payment configuration. Now that everything is ready, it's time to move into the practical implementation. In this part, we will create pricing plans, configure their features and behavior, display them on the front end, and finally test the complete testing submission workflow step by step. To manage all your pricing related configuration, go to Directorist, Pricing Plans. This is your central hub for creating, editing, and managing all pricing packages. From here, you can create unlimited plans, customize features, control pricing behavior, and define how users interact with each package. If you imported demo data, you may already see some pre-built plans available. Otherwise, you can easily create everything from scratch based on your business needs. Now let's create our fast pricing plan. Navigate to WP Dashboard, then Directories, then Pricing Plans, then click Add New. A new pop-up window will open for Create New Plan. Here, enter your plan title, for example, Platinum Plan. Next, select the directory type. For this example, I'll choose Restaurant from the drop-down. Then select the plan type, either package or paper listing. For this example, I will select package. Then click Create Plan. Once you enter the plan editor, you will see a clean and structured interface divided into 3 tabs: General Info, Feature Configuration, and Plan Settings. Now let's go through each section step by step. We'll start with the General Info tab. In the Basic Information section, first give your plan a name. I have already given it once, so it's already there. However, you can change the name later from here at any time. Next, add a short description explaining what's included. For example, add listing pricing plan 50 regular plus 10 featured. You will also notice that directory type and plan type are already selected from the setup step, which is why these options are now locked. Now scroll down to the listing limits section. Here set total listings allowed, for example 50, and featured listing allowed, for example 10. Both options also include an enable unlimited listing toggle to allow unlimited entries, but we'll skip that for now. In pricing configuration, you can choose between a free plan or a paid plan. For this example, I'll select paid plan and enter a price, let's say $19.99. If needed, you can also add tax by adding the tax option. Once enabled, it will reveal two additional fields, tax amount and tax format. In tax format, you can choose whether the tax will be applied as a percentage or a fixed amount depending on your pricing setup. Next, move to duration and subscription settings. Here you can choose between lifetime or fixed duration. I'll select fixed duration and set it to 1 year, then enable subscription to allow recurring billing. If needed, you can also enable a free trial, which is a new feature in this version, and set its duration from days to years. For this example, I'll set a 3-day trial period for this package. Now on the right hand side, you will find the plan status panel. Toggle publish on to make the plan live. Keep hide from all plans off so user can see it. You can also enable mark as recommended later if you want to highlight this plan. Just below that, you will find developer snippets, which automatically generate shortcodes and PHP snippets for this specific plan. You will also see the app configuration section where you can connect your App Store or Play Store product IDs along with their pricing. For now, we'll skip this part. Once everything looks good, click Save Changes. Now switch to the Featured Configuration tab. This is where you decide exactly what features are included in the plan. You can enable or disable features such as maps, videos, contact, reviews, categories, images, social links, locations, and more. You can also set limits, for example, how many images or categories a listing can include. Features can be easily reordered using drag and drop, and you can also choose which feature should appear in the public pricing table. This helps keep your pricing comparison clean, structured, and easy for user to understand. After making your changes, click Save Changes. Now go to the Plan Setting tab. This is where you define how the plan behaves on your side. You can enable expiry fallback, which automatically moves user to another plan when their current plan expires. To set this up, choose a replacement plan from the Select Fallback Plan dropdown. Next, configure the plan displaying order to decide where this plan appears in your pricing table. Lower number place the plan higher in the list. Then listing display priority controls how prominently the listings under this plan appear in search and archive result. Again, lower values give higher priority. Let's say you have 3 plans called Free, Basic, Pro, and you set the listing display priority for them to 3, 2, and 1. So on the listings archive page, listings from the Pro plan will appear first, then those from the Basic plan, and finally those from the Free plan. After making your adjustment, click Save Changes to apply everything. Now let's see how pricing plans appear on the front end. Once your pricing plans are published, Directorist automatically displays them during the listing submission process. So when user click Add Listings and choose a directory type, they will automatically see the available pricing plans before continuing with their submission. However, if you want to showcase your pricing plan on a dedicated page, for example, a separate pricing or membership plan page, you can easily do that using a shortcut. Now go to WordPress dashboard, then Pages, then add new page. Set the title as Select Your Plan, add a shortcut block and paste the shortcode inside it, then publish the page. After publishing, open the page to confirm everything is working properly. You should now see all your published pricing plans displayed on the front end, allowing user to compare plans before submitting their listing. One important note, the shortcode shows inside the developer snippet section of an individual plan is designed to display only that specific plan. If you want to display all pricing plans together, use the general pricing plans shortcode instead. Now let's properly connect the pricing plan page. Go to Directories, Settings, Page Setup, Pricing Plan page. From the drop-down, select the page you created earlier. Select your plan. and click Save Changes. Also make sure the checkout page, order receipt page, and payment failure page are correctly assigned. In most cases, these are automatically configured, but it's always a good idea to double check before launching your site. Before starting the submission flow, make sure the Select Listing Type field is properly added to the Add Listing form. Go to Directorist, then Directory Builder, then open the restaurant directory by clicking Edit. Inside the Add Listing Form section, locate the Listing Type field from the left panel and drag it into your desired position on the form layout. Once placed correctly, click Update to save the changes. Now let's verify everything is working as expected. Go to the front end and click Add Listing, then select the restaurant directory, select the plan we just created, then click Continue to open the listing form. At the top of the form, you will now see the listing type selector along with the remaining quota details. Select a listing type and complete the form as required. After filling everything out, click Save and Preview to review your submission. Make edits if needed. Once you are satisfied, process with Continue to publish. You will now be taken to the checkout page where the pricing plan and payment details are displayed. Complete the order process using your preferred payment method. After a successful order, go to Directorist, then All Listing to locate the newly submitted entry. Before publishing, check the order history in the Directorist dashboard. This section gives you full visibility into purchase plans, order tracking, and subscription status. If needed, update the order status accordingly. Finally, check the customer dashboard on the front end. You will see the listing is now live and the user active package is properly displaying. With the latest update, each user can have only one active plan at a time, either a free plan or a paid plan. However, users are free to change their plan whenever they need. For example, if a user is already on a paid plan and wants to upgrade or switch to another one, they can do so from the website after logging in. From the user dashboard, go to Packages and open the action. Clicking Switch Plan opens a pop-up showing all available plans. The user can select a new plan and click Switch Plan again. This will redirect them to the payment page for the new plan. After that, click Pay Now to activate it and then proceed to view your listing. If the payment is made via bank transfer, it requires manual approval by the admin after the transaction is verified. Once confirmed, go to WordPress dashboard, then Directories, then Orders. Find the relevant order and change its status from pending to paid. Then click Save Order. Finally, navigate back to Packages to verify the latest order and its updated status. To issue a refund for any order, go to WordPress dashboard, Directories, Orders, and open the specific order you want to refund. You'll notice the order status is currently set to paid. Next, switch to the Refund Management tab and click Add Refund. A pop-up window will appear. In this window, enter the refund amount and provide a reason for refund. Then update the status from the drop-down menu to paid. Refund can be processed either in full or in parts, depending on your policy. For example, if an order total is $100, you may refund $50 now and the remaining $50 later. Keep in mind that if a full refund is issued, the plan is cancelled immediately. However, with a partial refund, you may either continue the plan or terminate it after the final refund. This depends on the site owner's rules. That's how the manual refund system works. A few quick tips before we finish. Start with clear pricing tier such as free, basic, and premium so user can easily understand the value. Avoid overloading plans with too many features as too many choices can create confusion. And finally, always test the full ordering, checkouts, and listing submission experience before launching your website live. And that's how you create and configure the Directorist pricing plan system. From creating plans to displaying them on the front end and testing the entire workflow, you now have everything you need to start monetizing your directory website. In the next lecture, we'll explore another powerful monetization extension in Directorist. See you in the next one.